this afternoon, the Hillcrest Academy Comets entertaining the Rothsay Tigers. And to the winner of this one goes all the marbles as far as the conference is concerned for playoff time. Rothsay, of course, have already cinched at least a tie for the conference championship. But the winner here this afternoon, if Rothsay wins it, they will be the outright champions. If Hillcrest win it, there will be a tie between Rothsay and Hillcrest, and the winner of this one will be the one that advances to the playdowns, which get underway the 24th at the home of the winner of this particular ball game. They will go against Motley, who are the winner of the Heartland 6 Conference. If we may, let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, defensively for the Rothsay Tigers, they will start with 1 sophomore, 3 juniors, and 5 seniors. They will go at right end with Tom Watson. He's 5'10", he weighs 170 pounds, and he's a junior. At the nose guard, as they play with a 3-man front, it'll be Roger Knutson, 6'1", a 200-pound senior. Roger, incidentally, had been hampered since the first ball game of the season with a knee problem, but the good athlete just hangs right in there, and he's going to play it. At left end, the big kid, Jimmy Strauss, 6'3", 195 pounds, and he's a junior. On the linebacker spots, we get a look at Brad Buse, 5'10", a good-looking 160-pound sophomore. At the other linebacker, it'll be Mark Halbakken, 155, and he's a senior. On the corners, it'll be Lynn Brendan, 5'10", 165, a senior, and Rich Nelson, 5'11", 166, and he's a senior. The safeties will be the little scooter, Lee Danielson at 5'7", 145, a senior, and Mr. Dave Frosley, a real leaper and excellent defensive back. He's a 6-foot-tall kid at 160 pounds, and Frosley is a junior. As we turn now to look at the Hillcrest Academy Comets, they will start with 1 sophomore, 4 juniors, and 4 seniors in their offensive alignment. At quarterback, it'll be Ken Walvotny, who has trouble with a bruised knee. He's 5'11", 165, a senior. At the sets or running backs, it'll be Von Cobley. He's 5'10", 155, a junior, and Bobby Wold at 5'11", 150, and he's a junior. The flank or the slot, whichever way they go, will be Ron Stunwall at 5'10", 155, a senior. At the right end, it'll be Mark Mallington, 6'2", 165, a senior at right guard with Tippy Stensrud, 5'10", 240, and he's just a sophomore. At center, it'll be Paul Filling, 5'11", 200-pound junior at left guard. John Jorrud, 6', 160, he's a junior. And at left end with Phil Peterson, 6'2", 165, and he's a senior. As you look at Hillcrest's offensive lineman, Dick Risbruth's backs will average 156 pounds. The linemen will average 186. Rothsay, Brad Erickson's crew, will average 188 pounds on the defensive line. So there's just 2 pound difference in those lines, so that should not be a factor in this ball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more on this afternoon's championship tussle. A little bit about comparative records. First of all, Hillcrest coming in with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss on the season. Rothsay 7-0. Offensively, Hillcrest have averaged 31-plus points per game. Rothsay have averaged 24 points per game. On the defense, about an even Steven as it could come out. Both averaging 8-plus points given up per football game. Taking a look at the season's record, Hillcrest opened against Bora, 45-2 winner. Then they lost Mont St. Benedict, the northern winner, 20-8. Then they defeated Ottoman 48-6. Over Ulan Hitterdal 32-6. Over Twin Valley 36-0. And then had a scare at Lake Park just a week ago, winning it 20-16. Taking a look at Rothsay, they opened in a squeaker against Ashby at 14-12. They defeated Gary 20-6. Rolled over Fisher 26-6. Defeated Ulan Hitterdal 14-12. Won Twin Valley 36-6. Shut out Lake Park 14-0. And rolled over Ottoman 44-17. If we may, let's take a look at those last ball games. Ulan Hitterdal, Twin Valley, and have been played, or excuse me, Rothsay played those clubs the week before Hillcrest did. Let's compare the score. Hillcrest defeated Eulen-Hinterdal 32-6. Rothsay had a tough time with them, 14-12. Hillcrest defeated Twin Valley 36-0. Rothsay just about the same score, 36-6. Hillcrest defeated Lake Park by 4. Rothsay defeated them by 14. Well, if you're looking at comparative scores, you can forget it because these two clubs are even Steven. We'll be back after 60 seconds with this ball game. Not be a very big factor in this afternoon's ball game. We were down on the field. I walked on it. It is a little bit spongy, but it is in excellent condition for this afternoon's contest. You wonder about the ball game? Well, as far as yours truly is concerned, we feel that this is the type of a ball game that a couple of breaks early in the ball game could turn it either way. And of course, that probably sounds like a very sage statement, but I think these two teams are even enough to where the club that gets the break in the ball game or makes their own break will be the winner and will go on to the state playdowns and a chance at the Class 9-man football title. Also, other big football games around the area. Tonight, we will be bringing you the Underwood Elbow Lake game. That will be for second place in the Little 8 Conference because Hoffman, Kensington, the guys, the Monstermen, have already wrapped it up. Both clubs now going down into the huddle with their coaches. And, of course, right now, as you are playing the big ball game of the season, both of them, incidentally, have one game left after today. And the winner would probably not play that game. But let's give it to you anyway. For Hillcrest, they are scheduled against Deer Creek here at home on the 21st. For Rothsay, they were scheduled at home against Underwood on the 23rd. We'll try to keep you informed as to just what the situation is with these as we get closer to the end of this ball game. And now coming out at the middle of the field of choice, the color guard for Hillcrest Academy presenting the colors. We'll have our national anthem, and we'll be back in 60 seconds with this football game. 9-man football, high school variety. And it looks like the Hillcrest Academy Comets will be kicking the ball away to get this one underway. And the Rothsay Tigers will come offensively. Well, as we said earlier, this one is for all the marbles. The winner of this stays alive. And for the other one, it's just a chance to look for another season. Thanks. All right, Hillcrest will kick it away. And on the far side, deep will be for Rothsay will be Frosley. On the near side, they go with Lee Danielson. Putting the foot into the football will be Ken Jacobson as we get ready. 9-man football conference championship ball game. The whistle. Jacobson looks. Jacobson comes forward. A high kick. It'll be taken by Danielson at the 5. He's the 10. They set a wall on the far side. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. He can go all the way. Danielson down the sideline. And Danielson will go 75 yards for the touchdown on the opening kickoff. Lee Danielson, 75 yards on the opening kickoff. That took exactly 14 seconds to get it underway. And Rothsay set a beautiful wall down the far sideline, and all he had to do was run. They'll go for 2. Frosley, the quarterback, down in under. The short man is Butte, their fullback. And there's a pitch going to the outside. In very quickly with it. Safely, number 25, Steve Lehrbachen. And Rothsay lead it 8-0. Here in the early moments, we'll be back in 30 seconds. Mr. Danielson electrified the crowd as Strauss will kick it away. Hillcrest will have to come offensively now with something. There's a good kick down the middle. Cobley at the 5. He's to the 10. He's at the 15. He's spun down as he gets to the 25-yard line. And making the defensive tackle would be number 33, Brad Butte. Hillcrest will come offensively. Let's watch Rothsay. They go 3 down linemen on the defense. Hillcrest in an I formation. Flank goes to the right side. There's a handoff to Cobley. He spins away from one. He's going to get out to about the 27-yard line. And that's it. Popped down there by Rich Nelson. And Nelson got help on the play by Tommy Watson. Second down on the play. Let's call it about 8 yards to go. We have 11 minutes remaining in the first period as Rothsay really opened it up quickly on a 75-yard scamper by Lee Danielson. Out of a deuce in the backfield, flank right. There's a handoff again, trying to get up on the right side. There's no running room this time for Wold, and it'll be a third down. Let's get him up to the 30-yard line, and it'll be third down and 5 yards to go. Coming out over the ball is Filling. They line up in a deuce in the backfield. Flank comes left. Walvotny down underneath. Walvotny, and we got a flag on the play. And we got movement, illegal procedure against Hillcrest. It'll be third down and 10 yards to go. Rothsay Tigers already with a share of the conference title, busting it very quickly as Lee Danielson went 75 yards with the opening kickoff. Rothsay digging in on the defense. They go 3 down linemen. Hillcrest out of a deuce, flank left. Walvotny back to throw. Fires it out on the side. Incomplete. It was intended for Mark Maligan on the near side. Well protected on the near side by Lee Danielson. It'll be a fourth down, and Hillcrest will have to put the foot into that squealing pig. Rothsay goes back on the far side. On the near side, it's Lee Danielson as they go back with twin safeties, and they'll line up at the 20-yard line. At back to punt will be Walvotny. Oh, and those linemen are coming. There's the snap, the kick. He gets a beautiful kick away. Danielson at the 18. Danielson gets the wall on the far side. Danielson's at the 30 and popped down over there. Cobley, first one to get to him. Also, they're helping out on the play. Let's give credit to John Jorud, 160-pound junior. Rothsay with the ball at their 30. And we have a little equipment problem. They're taking care of it. Reminder tonight we'll be at Elbow Lake, the second place battle in the Little 8 Conference. Also a reminder, the game that the Fergus Falls Community College Spartans were supposed to play at Southwest tomorrow has been canceled as Southwest claimed they do not have enough football players. All right. They line up with a slot on the right side of a deuce in the backfield. Hand off to Butte. He's not going to get any room. We'll get him up over the 30 to the 31. Tippy Stensrud on the defensive play along with Walvotny. Second down, 9 yards to go in the first period with 9:37 remaining in the period. Up over the ball come the Tigers. Leading them over the ball is Knutson, their 200-pound center. Frosley barks out the signals. Frosley, and we got a penalty, and I believe it'll go against Rothsay's number 84, Rich Nelson. The corner on this side made a little juke at him, and he raised up, and that's going to cost him 5 for procedure. It'll be second down and 14. 8-0. Rothsay top side. Frosley down under is center. They line up in a deuce. Slot comes right. Frasley back to throw. Frasley, look, he fires it out for Strauss. Strauss hit it. He's hit down at the 30-yard line. 30-yard line in the territory of the Comets. They actually just over the 30, 1st and 10. That looked like a dying swan as he threw it down there. It did not have the good spiral, but Strauss just ran under it, and he was clapped out of bounds by Ron Sunwall. Boy, Rothsay going right to work. They slot on the left side, run out of a deuce in the backfield. There's a handoff to Danielson. Danielson avoids one and going to get down to the 26-yard line. Tapped down by Cavley, and Cavley assisted on the play that time by Chris Seipel. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Rothsay up over the ball. They line it a deuce in the backfield. Tight slot on the left side. Rothsay keeps wedges forward. He's going to be hit down at the 26. Didn't have a good hold of the ball, and coming in there to pop him on the play was Chris Seipel. 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Look for Mr. Frasley to find the big 6-foot 3-inch end, Jimmy Strauss. Up over the ball they come. Strauss is the tight end on the left side as they slot on the right side. Out of the I formation. Frasley rolls. Frasley left. Frasley cuts inside. He's going to be hit down as he gets to the 21. Tippy Stendrud, the first one to get to him, and then he got a lot of help. But it'll be a 4th down and about 1.5 yards to go for the 1st down. They got to get just over the 20 to about the 19.5-yard line. Up over the ball. Hillcrest fans chanting to hold him. The Rothsay fans say, let's go. Slot comes right. Out of the eye. Frasley barks it out. Flag on the play. And Danielson comes up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the penalty is. We're going to have an offside, I believe, against Rothsay, and that'll hurt him. Well, if you're a Hillcrest fan, you like that. If you're a Tiger fan, it ain't the best news of the day. All right, 4th down now. They come up over the ball. Let's see how they line up. They run in the slot on the right side. They stuff building in the slot on the right side. Back to throw at Frasley. They square out. There's the pass. And the Butte catches it, hit down immediately on a good defensive play by Phil Peterson at the 25. Rothsay will take over right there. Rothsay will come on the defense as Hillcrest will take over. Well, that was a big series for both clubs. Rothsay gets in there. They lead by 2, and Hillcrest could not afford that. Hillcrest coming up over the ball. Walvatney, the quarterback. They look at the odd man defense. They run out of a deuce in the backfield, flank right. Walvatney pitches back. Cavley at the 25. He's to the 27-yard line, and he goes down right there in the grasp of Dave Frasley. Second down, let's give him 3. Call it 2nd down and 7 yards to go. First period with 6 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. 8-0, Rothsay lead it on a 75-yard kickoff scamper by Lee Danielson. Hillcrest lining up in an I formation. Flank comes left, Walvatney. Hands off. There's no running room for Wold. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Over there making the play, Rick Nelson. First one to get to him, and then got help on the play from Lynn Brendan. Third down and about 6 yards to go. Gray, overcast afternoon. Hillcrest up over the ball. They line up in a deuce, flank left, odd on the defense. Walvatney drops back to throw. Walvatney screens it out. Incomplete as the pass was intended for Cavley. Well, it'll be a 4th down, and Rothsay will have to kick it away. And here in the first period, Rothsay's defensive line just blowing through the Hillcrest offense. They're straightening up that ball club getting off the ball very quickly. All right, Watney ready to kick it away. He'll kick it from about his 20-yard line. The snap is good. The kick, he gets a boomer away again. Crosley at the 20. He fumbles the ball, but Lee Danielson right there falls on it for Rothsay. At the 22 in Rothsay territory. We see the Motley coaching staff here scouting this one. They'll play the winner of this one. If Rothsay win it, Rothsay have the choice of site. If Hillcrest win it, they'll have the choice of site. Crosley barking out the signals. Crosley rolls right, pitches back Danielson. Danielson is spun down in a good defensive play in the corner. Let's give credit to Dave Larson. He did not finish up the tackle, but he spun him around, and his teammates come up and pop Danielson down at the 21. Second down, 11, a loss of 1. Tigers up over the ball. Deuce in the backfield. Slot comes right. Crosley back to throw. Crosley in heavy traffic. Turns the corner. He's at the 25. Spins to the 29-yard line. Over there getting to him first was Seipel, and Seipel got a lot of help. It'll be a third down and a long 3, a short 4. 4 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the opening period. Rothsay lead it 8-0. Out of an eye, slot comes right. Hand off, Danielson. He's going to not get the first down as he'll get to the 31-yard line. Goes down there in the grasp of Scott Christensen. Boy, if you're a community college football fan, we certainly encourage you to come out a week from Saturday. That's a must game for the Spartans as they go against Golden Valley Lutheran in a biggie. All right, ready to go. Back in punt formation goes Strauss. It's a high snap. He picks it up. Left foot's a boomer away. Hits at the 20. Bounces out of bounds. Inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. It's a good thing that Jimmy Strauss was 6'3", or that would have sailed right over his noggin. He just reached up with one hand, drew it back in, and left-footed it downfield. 3 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the first period. Rothsay leading at 8-0. Hillcrest have not been out of their end of the field as yet. They come up over the ball. Leading them out is Filling. He's their snapper. They line up in an eye. Flank goes right. Watney barks out the signals. Watney, hands off. Wold, and the ball is fumbled. And Rothsay come up with the ball. Coming off the ball, number 55 is Roger Knutson at the Hillcrest 18-yard line, and a golden opportunity for the Tigers. They have out-hustled the Hillcrest Academy Comets here in the first period. They run out of a slot on the right side with the Deuce in the backfield as Crosley barks them out. Crosley, Danielson. He's going to get to the 15, the 16 maybe. It's closer to it. He's popped down right there. It's coming up, making it is Seipel. Seipel got help that time from Bobby Wold, but Seipel is the guy that really got to him. Second down, 9 yards to go as the ball now comes to about the 16.5. Slot on the right side. Out of the I formation, Crosley keeps, rolls outside, turns inside, and a deep pop at the 16-yard line by Phil Peterson. Ooh, he put the kibosh on him right at the 16. No love lost on that tackle, I'll tell you. Third down and 8 yards to go. As Rothsay trying to take advantage of the fumble recovery by Knutson. Out of a slot on the right side as Bilden runs in the slot. Look for a counter here pretty quick. All right, ready to go. They don't. Crosley back to throw. Squares it out. Incomplete. Intended for Bilden. Bilden went down about 3 yards. Cut straight to the outside. Crosley overthrew him. Fourth down. Still about 7.5 yards for the first down. Slot comes right as Strauss is a tight end in on the left side. They run out of a Deuce. Crosley drops back to throw. Crosley in traffic right up the middle, and it's Strauss with an easy touchdown. Strass with an easy touchdown from the 16-yard line as Bosley hit him with a strike, and Rothsay lead it 14-0. Boy, he was wide open. He could have stopped for a picnic lunch right there. And the extra point try by the kick is good. And Rothsay lead at 16-0. We'll go back for 30 seconds. We missed that extra point try. And we're going to have to catch somebody with it. Will, did you get it? They ran it so quickly. It's 16-0. All right, ready to go. Right up the middle comes Cavalier with a kickoff. He gets to the 26.
Mark, we're going to find out who got the extra point.
Boy, we just reached down, wrote our numbers down, and they already had it. 2-point conversion. We'll have to get that for you. 16-0. Rothsay on the top side, and they're going to blow Hillcrest out unless they can get something going here quickly. There's a rollout while Watney turns inside. He's going to get up to the 29, and that's it. Danielson there on the tackle. Also in on the tackle is Tom Watson. And it'll be second down. And about 8 yards to go. So far, it has been all the Tigers of Rothsay. Hillcrest coming up over the ball. They line up in an I formation. Flank comes left. Walvatney down underneath. Walvatney rolls left. Walvatney looks to throw. Fires it up, and man is there. Oh, over the fingertips at the 30. Pass was intended for Sunwall. He had 6 points in his eyeballs as he got behind Danielson, but the pass was overthrown. Oh, he was there. Third down and 8 yards to go. And we have to apologize for not getting that 2-point conversion. That was the quickest move I've ever seen. They got lined up and got it while we were taking a look. Out of a deuce in the backfield. Back to throw Walvatney. Cranks it out on the side. Incomplete as it was intended for Phil Peterson. It'll be a 4th down. Hillcrest forced to boot the ball away again. They have not been over that midfield stripe as the Tigers have completely controlled that line of scrimmage. Back in punt formation, Walvatney, Frosley, and Danielson back to receive. The snap, a good one. The kick, another beauty. It'll come down on the near side and go out of bounds about the 22-yard line. Well, it must have been a pass Frosley to Strauss then for the 2, so we got that straight. We had Strauss catching it, so I guess we guessed right on it. 16-0, Rothsay lead it. All right, ready to go. Slot on the left side. Frosley keeps. Frosley pitches back. Danielson outside. Danielson is going to get to the 25, 26-yard line. Popped down over there by Cavalier. Really quick in that backfield. And as we said, so far here in the first period, there's been no joy at Hillcrest as the Tigers have controlled the ball game. Up over the ball. Knutson sets down over the ball as Frosley sets in underneath him. There's a handoff to Buse, busts right up the middle. He's to the outside. Oh, and a tackle at the 36-yard line. That time made by Lundy, or Buse would have been gone. They are absolutely beating the scarlet-clad guys off that line of scrimmage. Out of the I formation, Even on the defense this time. Frosley hands off Danielson. He's going to get inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Peterson is there, also in on the defensive play, Scott Christensen. And it'll be a second down and about 5 yards to go, a long 5. Explosive Tigers right here. All right, Strauss is the tight end on the right side as they run out of a split on the left side. There's the handoff to Buth, puts his head down. He's going to get to the 35. Good second effort gets him that as Stensrud in on the play along with David Larson. And there's the end of the first period with the score. Rothsay 12, Hillcrest nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. The end of the first period, 16-0, the Rothsay Tigers lead it. They're going to be short by about 2 inches of the first down. And I don't think you're going to see any foot in the football right here. Rothsay leading. They already have a share of the Agassiz Valley South Division title. And they want it all, and they want to move on into the playoffs. All right, ready to go. They run out of a deuce in the backfield. Slot goes right, wedging forward. Getting the first down is Frosley. And the first down will come at about the 31-yard line. First and 10, the Tigers, as they're on the prowl once again. Up over the ball, they line up in an I formation. Slot comes left. Even on the defense, and we got a flag. And this one apparently will go against Rothsay offside. Well, so far in the ball game, we'd have to say that the best friend of the Comet has been the guys in the zebra striped shirts. A couple of penalties have slowed up the Rothsay drive. And I'll tell you, Rothsay, the guys in those bright red shirts are going to have to start getting up off their trailers and beating Rothsay at that line of scrimmage. So far, it has been all Rothsay at the line of scrimmage. I formation, slot comes left. Frosley hands off. The fullback, Buth, right up the middle, gets over the 35 to the 34-yard line, and he's wrestled down there by Seifel. Seifel has been the big gun defensively for Hillcrest so far in this one. They're on the short end of it, 16-0. Rothsay up over the ball. Deuce in the backfield. Slot on the left side. Frosley barks out the signal. Frosley hands the pitches back, trying to get outside with the ball. This time is Lerbakken, and Lerbakken is going to be hit down as he gets to the 32. Cavally over there on the defensive play. Also Tippy Stensrud, but it'll be a third down now and about 9 yards to go. Out of the I formation, slot right, even on the defense this time. Frosley drops back, he looks, he wants to crank, now he finds some running room, comes to the near side at the 30, 25, 20, 10, hit down at the 9-yard line. First and goal for the Rothsay Tigers at the 9, territory of the Comets. Frosley couldn't find anyone open, but he found a lot of green grass on the near side and waltzed to the 9. Up over the ball, Deuce in the backfield. Frosley down underneath. Frosley bucks out the signals. Frosley hands off Danielson. Danielson is down to the 3-yard line. Peterson there in on the stop, Walvotny in on the stop, and right on the bottom of the stack is Ron Sunwell. Not yet. And with the score, 16-0, Rothsay over Hillcrest. Timeout, we go back for 30 seconds. As the Rothsay Tigers threaten to bust this one wide open here in the first half. Out of an I formation, slot goes right. There's a handoff, and right up the middle, Buth right to the goal line. Let's see where they put it down. They say he is a cat's whisker short. 9:20 remaining here in the second period. 16-0. Rothsay lead it up over the ball. They deuce it in the backfield. Crosley barks out the signal. Crosley wedges forward. Crosley touchdown. 1 yard. Crosley from 1 yard out, and Rothsay right back on the board again. That came with 9:03 to go in the second period. 22-0. Rothsay lead it. Rothsay up over the ball. They came to play. They line up in an I formation. Crosley the quarterback. Crosley looking for somewhere to go. Crosley back to Keith. Turns inside. Crosley's in with a 2. 24-0. Rothsay will be back in 30 seconds. Well, we're back again as the Rothsay Tigers, the Big Blue Machine, have rolled up 24 here with 9:03 still remaining in the first half. Boy, they came to play. Strauss puts a foot into the football. He kicks it down. Cobley shags it in the end zone. It'll automatically come out to the 15. Jimmy Strauss, 195-pound junior at 6'3". Reminder that tonight we'll be at Elbow Lake, where we have the Golden Eagles and the Underwood Rockets battling for second place in the Little Lake Conference. All right. And we got a flag as Knutson popped offside. That'll give Hillcrest a 1st and 5 as the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. Hillcrest just absolutely have to get something on the board on this drive, or the door will be rapidly closing on them. All right, they run out of an I formation. Flank comes right, Walvatney down underneath. Walvatney hands off, Cobley to the outside, puts his head down, gets to the 33. Crosley making the defensive tackle on him. 8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rothsay out in front, 24-0. Hillcrest out. They have a flank on the right side. Walvatney hands off to Wold. Wold get over the 25 to the 26. And Knutson makes the tackle, but Wold gets the first down. All right, ready to go. Hillcrest up over the ball. They flank left side. 3-man defensive front, Rothsay. Walvatney back to throw. Walvatney decides to run. Walvatney's at the 30. He's hit down at the 36-yard line. And Rothsay come up with the ball on the fumble at the 36. Oh, that was a late call. We waited and waited, and we saw a Rothsay kid dive in there, and apparently the ball was loose, and then they signal goes the other way at the 36. In the territory of the Rothsay Tigers. Well, they're having some kind of a discussion, those guys in the zebra striped shirts. And there it is. It's 1st and 10 for the Rothsay Tigers. I think there was some discussion as to whether or not Walvatney was already down when the ball popped clear. But Rothsay will have the ball in great field position at Hillcrest 36-yard line. Couldn't see who recovered it because it was such a delayed thing that, all right, ready to go. Crosley back to throw. Crosley fires downfield. Incomplete. Knocked down by Peterson, but I'll tell you, Mr. Strauss was down behind the defense. Ball was underthrown, and Peterson knocked it down. 7 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball game moving right along. Out of a deuce in the backfield. Flank on the right side. Crosley drops back to throw again. Crosley fires it down. There it is. And down to the 9-yard line. With the completion goes Jay Bilden. I tell you, the two backs that time really blocked beautifully to give Crosley the chance to throw that one. Butte and Lee Daniels staying in to do it. The slot man, Bilden, went down and caught the pass. There's the handoff to Danielson. Danielson to the outside. He's in. Touchdown, Danielson.
10 yards.
Danielson with a 10-yard run. And that came with 7:41 still to go in the first half. And 30-0, Rothsay lead it. They're going to go for two. Crosley down underneath. Crosley rolls back to throw. Crosley fires it out. Incomplete on the far side as the pass was intended for Bilden. And with the score, Rothsay 30, Hillcrest nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Put into the football. All we can use for this term, for this ball game, is unbelievable. I'll tell you, Rothsay really well prepared. There's Walvatney taking the kick at the 4. He's up to the 10. He's up to the 20. Puts the head down and goes to the 27-yard line. Danielson there. Also assisting on that tackle would be Lynn Brendan. 30-0. Rothsay lead it, and I don't believe anybody in their right mind would have felt with 7:35 to go in the first half, Rothsay would be leading it by 30 points. Rothsay really well prepared, I'll tell you. They run out of a 3-man defense in front. Walvatney rolls right. Walvatney trying to get around the corner, and he's going to get to the 29-yard line, and that's it. Now let's give credit on that one. Brendan really strung that play out, made Walvatney come way to the side of the field. Then he got some help defensively from the rest of his team. But Mr. Brendan is the guy who made that defensive play. All right, up over the ball comes Hillcrest. They line up in an I formation, flank going left. Walvatney rolls back to throw. Walvatney fires it up the middle, intercepted by Crosley. And Crosley is hit down at the 30-yard line in Rothsay territory. Making the defensive play was Phil Peterson. Boy, I tell you, Crosley playing that like a center fielder. Just rolled off to the left side, picked it off. They line up in an I. Slot goes to the right side. Crosley down underneath. Crosley hands off to Butte. Butte will fight his way to the 35, and that's it. As Walvatney, the first one there to pop him. Knutson coming up over the ball. They line up in an I formation. Slot goes right. There's a handoff to Danielson. He's going to be hit down as he gets to the 38-yard line. Making the pop that time was Chris Seipel. Seipel has made the majority of Hillcrest tackles here in the first half. And I tell you, got to give credit to Lynn Brendan, Knutson, Auberg, Nelson, and Strauss, the way they are handling that Hillcrest front line. Up over the ball. Slot comes left with Bilden. Crosley down underneath. Crosley back to throw. Frosley rolls right. He's being chased on the far side. He's back to the 35, 38, and popped down over there on the far side. Peterson making the defensive play. That time, Mr. Frosley did not find enough green grass on that side. Motley coaches down in the end zone scouting. They will play the winner of this one in the first round of the playoff. Back in punt formation, Strauss. He gets the left foot. Oh, and he got a bomber away. It goes out of bounds. Let's see where they say on the 9. That was a floater. It got up in the air. Did not spiral, but just turned kind of sideways, side saddles, and went down. It worked effectively as it went down at the 9. Oh, excuse me, 14. 14-yard line. 4:53 remaining in the first half. 33-0. Strauss coming out, giving him a little breather. And let's see if we can get the replacement for him. I'd like to get all these kids in if we can. Out of a deuce in the backfield, flank comes right. And back to throw is Walvatny. Walvatny now fires it downfield. Nobody there. Intended for Larson, well overthrown. Well, I tell you, Brad Erickson's done a whale of a job over there at Rothsay with these kids. In the ball game, Osi playing a little bit in place of Strauss. You wonder about Rothsay's coming up. They've got some size in the future. Sophomores and younger, they can field a team that'll average 180 pounds. So football not dying over there. Oh, and we got a legal procedure this time against Hillcrest. They can field a offensive pair of ends at 180 and 165, tackles at 175 and 170, a center at 205 in that sophomore and younger group. 4 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Rothsay leading us 30-0 in the championship ball game. There's the handoff, second man through. He's going to get to the 10-yard line. That's Wold carrying. Oh, I tell you, they've cut Mr. Cobley and Mr. Wold off cold. All right, we're all set now with 4:17 remaining in the first half. Out of the eye, flank comes right. Walvatny back to throw. Walvatny fires it up. Wold is hit as he catches it at the 15 on a block tackle that time by Rick Nelson. Boy, he just rolled into him and whacked him right out of there. Coming in the ball game is Osi again, and this time getting a little breather be Knutson. That'll be a fourth down now and 9 yards to go as Walvatny back in punt formation. Walvatny, good snap. Gets a good kick away. Frosley comes up at the 34. He's at the 40 and popped down right at the 40-yard line as Mark Melligan puts him down there. Also in on the play with Bobby Wold. But Rothsay again with excellent field position. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half, they're leading Hillcrest 30-0. Out of a deuce in the backfield. Slot on the right side. Frosley hands off Danielson. Danielson cuts back against the grain, gets inside the 35 just barely. Larson over there. Sunwall there, Cobley. Big thing about this ball game is the fact that the offensive line for Rothsay are handling the interior of Filling and Stemjud very well. I formation, slot comes left. There's a handoff, and they get a couple of yards. They went right up the pipe that time with Danielson. He'll get to the 32-yard line. It'll be a third down, and they've got about 2.5 to go for the first down as the clock rolls down to 2:30 to go in the first half. Deuce in the backfield. Slot goes right. Crosley hands off Danielson. Danielson finds a little room. He's not going to get the first down as he gets to about the 31-yard line. He's got to go all the way to the 30, so he's going to be about a yard short. Two minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Boy, an explosive Rothsay club here this afternoon. Deuce in the backfield. Slot goes right. Crosley wedges forward. He's going to get the first down. Good second effort. He spins over the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Crosley defensively in on the play. Crosley, excellent-looking quarterback, is only a junior. Their offensive unit have one sophomore and 3 juniors in it. All right, up over the ball. They line up in an I formation, building in the slot on the left side. They go even on the defense this time. There's the handoff to Buth. Buth spins, gets to the 25, and that's it. Bottom of that stack coming away is Ron Sunwall. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rothsay Tigers started it very quickly when Danielson went 75 yards with a kickoff for the TD. And have been in control all the way. Crosley back to throw. Crosley looks, fires it up, wide open, touchdown to Bilden. Bilden with a 25-yard aerial from Crosley. And that came with 1:01 to go in the first period. And it's 36-0 now. Rothsay lead it. They'll go for 2. They do not kick the ball on the extra point. Crosley rolls right. Crosley cuts back inside. He'll not make it. And with the score, Rothsay 36, Hillcrest nothing. We go back for 30 seconds. Well, we're back again unless Chicken Little drops the sky on us. I think the Rothsay Tigers are going to be all alone in that championship throne room. Strauss will kick it away. Cobley on the far side, Walvatney on the near side. What an explosive first half for the Tigers. This one down, Walvatney lets it get by him, goes into the end zone, they'll bring it out to the 15. That was a line drive, a blue darter, and we'll go back to our studios for 30 seconds. First play, Walvatney just dropped back about 2 steps, hit Sunwall, the flank man, coming across, and he was hit down at the 24. Second down, a yard to go as we have 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Out of a deuce in the backfield again. Flank comes right. Walvatney hands off. Wold right up the middle. He'll get the first down as he goes to the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Hillcrest. And with the score, 36-0, Rothsay leading Hillcrest with 30 seconds to go and a half. Timeout, we go back for 30 seconds.
I got screwed up. I think that's right. I think I might have missed one. What do you have there? 7. The world won't come to a 3G college series.
Was it 72 when Rothsay won the championship?
Yeah. First year.
Well, we're back again, and of course, shades of 1972 as far as the Comets are concerned. They won the first ever Minnesota 9-man football championship, and I'll tell you, they are showing some weapons here this afternoon. Reminder, of course, that KBRF will be bringing you the playoff game, no matter who is in it, as far as these two teams are concerned. All right, Hillcrest in a deuce in the backfield, flank left. There's a little draw off to Cobley. Cobley right up the middle. He's at the 35, 37-yard line, and hit down right there. Making the defensive play was Rich Nelson. 17 seconds remaining. They line up very quickly. Second down and about 2. Back to throw Walvatney. Walvatney screams to Cobley. Cobley going to be hit down. Loss of about 2. It's coming up to make the defensive play with Steve Lehrbachen. And with the score, 36-0, Hillcrest on the short end of it to the Rothsay Tigers. We'll go back to our studios for 30 seconds. Back again with 4 seconds showing here in the first half on the big scoreboard clock. And I'll tell you, I don't think we've seen a Hillcrest club ever dominated like Rothsay have done it here this afternoon. Back to throw is Walvatney. Walvatney is going to be hit for a loss as coming in to make the tackle with Steve Lehrbachen as the first half ends with a score. Rothsay 36, Hillcrest nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second half.
Were you talking to me?
No, I.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're back again. I think the tempo of this ball game was set on the very first play when Jacobson kicked off. Lee Danielson picked up the ball at the 5 on the near side of the field. They set a beautiful wall for him on the far side. He rambled 75 yards with the opening kickoff for the touchdown. And Lehrbachen went in with the extra point effort, made it 8-0. And as far as we're concerned, from then on, the Rothsay Tigers have just absolutely stuck it to the Hillcrest Academy Comets. They have controlled the ball game in every phase possible. If we may, let's take a look at the rest of that scoring in the first half. Crosley hit Strauss with a 14-yarder and made it 14-0. And Crosley turned right around, hit Strauss again, made it 16-0. And that's the way it was after one period. Then in the second period, Crosley rolled in from 1 yard out, made it 22-0 at 9:03 of the first half. Crosley again rolling in, made it 24-0. And then in the second period, Danielson putting frosting on the cake from 10 yards out at 7:41, made it 30-0. The extra point pass effort, no good. Then Crosley hit Bilden with a 25-yard dart at 1:01 of the second period, and it was 36-0. They did not convert on the errant pass. 36-0 here at halftime. The ball game, well, really an outstanding effort by the offensive line for the Rothsay Tigers. They have just beaten the living tar out of the Hillcrest Academy Comets off the line of scrimmage. Then the quickness of the Tigers, just too much for the Comets to handle. Certainly, surprising to probably even to the Rothsay fans here at halftime, that score of 36-0. And certainly, we've got to take our hats off to Brad Erickson, who came in. I don't think even Mr. Jorgensen would have thought that Rothsay could be unbeaten at this time of the season, but they are, and they have really shown a great team effort here this afternoon in the first half. 36-0. The winner of this one will be going against Motley, and that game will be played at the conference site selected by the winner of this game. So most likely it will be, unless we said if Chicken Little lets the sky fall in, the Comets may get back in this one. But we don't anticipate that against a strong defensive alignment as posed by the Rothsay Tigers. Rothsay have gone basically with that three-man front. You put Knudsen at the nose at 200 pounds. Then you put the likes of 6'3" 195-pound Jimmy Strauss on one end and Watson at 170 on the other, and they have been nothing less than intimidating. So here at halftime, the Rothsay Tigers trying to move into the throne room in the Agassiz Valley South Conference all by themselves, lead Hillcrest 36-0. We'll be back in about 8 minutes with the second half.
Here, I got to pick up 1 yard.